the throne of mercy, where would I kneel but at this cross of grace? How great the love, how strong the hand that holds us. Beautiful, so beautiful. So here I bow to live.
CRI Media Team Area 43 yafuna ikuonetseni zochepa chabe zazomwe zachitika mu chaka cha 2021 nechikutachi. You are with me, Owen, and my friend
Angela Manda. Zona Dinsanga, Tisachedwebo. 2021 has seen my departments, Siana, doing different activities.
ndipo tisanami anthu ndi abebetsaji koma poyambira penipeni tiyambira na Sunday school.
Despite my dance, my poem, komanso my verse omwe anawa akhala kunena, these wonderful kids had a trip.
Anakaona nyama ku R&L Farmlands Bunda.
Zobeba adwisi
Ndipo kwambiri ndena yotho youth sinapwekeza.
kunali ma National Youth Conference, kupili, ma get together nkatimo.
Then tione mezi nalili. Youth simana wa makaya.
Zona.
Ndiye kunali akaleo. Azimayi sana bwelele mbuye.
Ndiye atu kunali ma get together na also kunaisoma overnight pale boss.
Their main event was the season night of prayer. Imena chikia kwa pala Mount Zion. Then tuone mezi nalili.
As a church, kunaliso zochitika zosiyana kwambiri, and one of the events was Holy Ghost Sunday. So here are the highlights.
Not only did we have Holy Ghost Sunday, we also had baptism at Kamsdam in Malingundi.
Alright, let's see how best that was.
The resurrected King is resurrecting me. By your spirit I will rise from the...
This year was great indeed. Do you remember the favorite day event?
Yeah. That was really super. Games, food, and the guest was Bishop Titiga. Tientone Mezinari.
His Grace, the Archbishop, also visited the Central Diocese several times.
For the love of our father and founder, Archbishop Dr. Mark Kambarasasa.
When Adam sinned,
Adamu atachimwa
he died.
anafa,
We all died with him.
tusefenso tinafa naye limodzi,
And nobody would reverse this situation.
ndipo panalibe amene anakazisintha
So
izi.
only God
Mulungu yekha
could do this.
ndi amene anatikuthekera kubwezeretsa. Chifukwa chani?
Because a sinner
fa ochimwa
would not save another sinner.
sanakapulumutsa nzake ochimwa.
yetu kubadwa kwa mpingo. And these are the main highlights of the event.
We also had a chance to hear from our senior pastor, Reverend Paul Kashikunda, on how the year has been according to him.
Okay, we now hand over to our colleague, who is also the chairperson for media department, Cynthia Kalaji, for the whole interview.
This time, we want to chat with our senior pastor, who is also the bishop-elect, Reverend Paul Kashikunda. Welcome, our senior pastor. How are you?
Much more blessed than yourself.
I'm blessed.
Thank you.
As our senior pastor, how can you describe the year 2021?
Year 2021. I would say to me it's been a very good year, despite the COVID pandemic, but it has been a very wonderful year. Why am I saying so? Number one, every year before we start, normally we do have a fasting and prayer program for 40 days. That is to commit the whole year in the hands of God. So through those prayers, we have seen the faithfulness of God in the church and even upon myself. Secondly, we have the Archbishop Dr. Mike Kalbazaza, who is the father and founder of Charismatic Redeemed Ministries International. So this year again, he visited us twice, and he came to revive and impart special grace to the church. So this makes me an excited person, because when the Father visits you, normally new things will take place. And on top of that, most of the programs that we had planned for the year 2021, we've been able to fulfill those programs. Thank you.
Can you explain how different departments have performed in the year 2021?
Yeah, 2021 has been a wonderful year, because some of the departments which were dormant for quite a long time, we've seen them coming up in this year 2021. For instance, you talk of media. We are able, for the first time, to reach out to many souls through the Facebook page. And I've seen people in Japan, South Africa, even outside Lukwe district, following our program. So that makes me to look at 2021 and as one of the most successful years for our departments. You also talk of the project department. A lot of things have taken place. Construction of the fence. You can see the church has changed the face. We have the porches which were not there. All these things show that we are growing up. And again, we have departments like protocol, departments like the ushering, the hospitality, the Kalemen, the Kaleo, even the youth. All these programs, departments have been very, very, very active. So that makes me to look at the year as one of the most successful years. Thank you.
As CRMI Area 43 Mount Zion, how can you describe the main shortfalls in the just ending year 2021?
Yeah, shortfalls have been there, but they cannot outweigh the good things that have taken place. Normally in life, it's normal to have shortfalls. You cannot always reach 100% most of the time. So shortfalls are there, like most of our night of prayers. The attendance wasn't all that good as expected. And to me, I would say that is one of the biggest shortfalls that I saw in the year 2021.
Can you highlight the main success of the church?
The main success, because we're a church, is soul winning. We are here to bring people to Christ. And you will agree with me that if you compare 2020 and 2021, you find that in 2021, many souls have come to Jesus Christ. So this is one of the greatest achievements for the church. On top of that, I would say we have been able, not just as Mount Sunday Area for 3, because remember, I'm looking after the diocese. Yeah, so it's a successful year because normally I have to visit the districts and the centers in order to impart grace of God, to encourage the church. So I've been able to go around, preach and teach. We also had a crusade at Chipotle, and we saw many souls coming to Jesus Christ. That is our main goal as a church again. Besides that, I did highlight new developments, say at the protocol. Previously we didn't have a protocol as such. We had church service, but we were lacking in many areas. But this time around we have the protocol department. Even when that bishop came, you saw Caribbean performing. So I also want to give a special thanks to the Caribbean for coming up, rising up in the year 2021. At least as a diocese, we're very much proud to see about Caribbean. You talk of the youth, they have always been there, always active. They had their convention in December. We had one, he came in the diocese, and this makes me to be very happy. You know, in a church, the main three groups of the church are number one, the youth, the Kalingo, and Caribbean. Of course, also Sunday school being the fourth group, and we have done very well in all these departments. We have been active so far, so I would say that's a success story. Thank you.
Before we move to the next issue, can you explain in brief how is the diocese growing? You being the head of the diocese.
Yes, the diocese is growing. We have 4 districts as a diocese. And we also plan the visit of the Archbishop. Last time we visited, when he came in area in 2021, he visited in Ponera, he visited Kangoma. But for the 2022, we have planned almost 10 visits. We want him to come twice. So 2022 is going to make a big difference in terms of Archbishop visitation to the diocese.
Before we conclude, any last words from you?
Sure, very important. One is to encourage our viewers. You know, we are on Facebook. That's one way of reaching out to many souls. So it is my prayer that in 2022, we reach out even to many souls through the media. Of late, I was checking statistics. At least we have viewers close to 500 and something, which is a very good start because this is first year of reaching out through the media. But in 2022, I pray that we can reach out to more than 1,000 plus souls, so that we can be assured that the gospel of Jesus is reaching out and ministering to many souls. And all other departments, I've said already, we hope to improve and make a big impact.
Thank you, our senior pastor, for giving us this time to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Let me hand over to my colleagues, Owen and
Well, that was the interview with our senior pastor, the Bishop-elect, David Paul Kashikunda. Very inspiring.
Yeah, that was really nice. Timalize Kuzanga.
Vituongoze akati media, also kusurati Pastor Tiba, Pastor Lihaga, Mr. Austin Mavumbe, Mr. Toko Mnungu, Komaso Mutiroli, wepichira pamwe de Adela, amene apangisa kuti zinthu ziyende meza ine hapo. Script supervisor, the Francis Kiende. Producer and the editor, the Charles Mutiroli. The director of photography, Victor Kobe, and the executive producer, Cynthia Kanaji.
From me, Angela Amanda, and my friend
Owen Zienge.
and the entire media team, we wish you happy and prosperous New Year. Bye-bye.